Hello guys and welcome back to some more Control. Last time we were here we checked out the jukebox and did all that we wanted to do. Got the stuff. But now we actually have to go to another location that we have not gone to yet. We'll be going now. That is for the second or last DLC.
Give 'em hell, Director.
Thank you. That is for the investigations. And that is where we might be talking to a good old friend of ours. Now, I have actually talked about it back in a different Let's Play, actually. On that's the whole basis of what this other, like, on who it is, like it being connected to Alan Wake. And Remedy is known to do stuff like that. It is known to, what the, connect. Alright. Now, knowing what I know... Aha! There's something up here. Alright. But, yeah. Like, I've talked about it before. Like, it's definitely... I still think that...
Hello?
Oh.
Anyone here?
Guess not.
Alright. What's this? Missing agents. Mr. Kirkland, here are the latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead, from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor. Researcher Ezra Cruz. Agent Caroline Dempsey. Agent Lindsay Malcolm. Agent Charles Murray. And Agent Derek Shaw. Letters of condolences will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You will be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, the network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of the active investigations were not archived yet, and only hard copies exist behind the firebreak. They're lost. I'm sorry, I'm afraid. Well...
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the Bureau.
Yeah, you can say that. Like, holy shit. Darling investigation. Ooh, hello. Compiled by Tim Spalder, Special Agent, by order of William Kirkland, Head of Investigations. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, Internal Investigation D/084-5 was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research. Despite accounts of anonymous expunged regarding inhumane treatment of an expunged, currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regard that these were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of expunged sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such expunged contained there. One expunged confirmed the expunged's code name to be expunged, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigations were similarly blocked from entering the expunged research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by a lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into expunged research. Refer to file 9-82-0136 for full report. Well, that's nice. What's this one? Casey injury. Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all of our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of author Alan Wake. Per interagency information exchange agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm ready to let you know that we have received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey, Sound familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with the writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on the guy. Special Investigator Greason. So, yeah. So, we're definitely going to be getting more, especially since we got, that message earlier, like, during the Let's Play about Wake. So, oh, holy fuck, we have a lot to go through. Tractor supplement. Oh, great, tractors. Okay. The Burrow Tractor. Altered item 82-KE. Supplementary materials. Note, miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Burrow, William, male, Caucasian. Case summary. 33-year-old man found dead on his property, per police report. Remains obtained for coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Autopsy findings. Blunt force injuries. Head. Lacerations. Left cheek/ear. Blunt force injuries. Extremities. Dislocation of right knee. Complete avulsion of the right lumbar extremity with associated fracture of the proximal right humerus. Extensive trauma. Abdominal region. Complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine. All missing from the scene. Conclusion. It is my opinion that Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of a mechanical accident as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with an animal attack. Now, let's see if we'll get some more information on this. Because, Ooh, resignation letter. What's this? To whom it may concern. It is with great anger and regret that I have tendered my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's expunged. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than words ever could. I blame this situation on our expunged, who have routinely ignored my request for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigations sector lost to the expunged loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The expunged has failed as agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. Okay. Well, that's, concerning. Staffing issue. Mr. Dennis, so yes, there is an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that a little tiny detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and those who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up the workload. Hell, just filing paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector have been an ordeal. Another thing, this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have also an overcrowding situation. This lobby is not meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. That's always a fun sign. Alright, so... I was just about to ask, like, what's going on with the lights, but, well, that kind of answers... Alright. Okay. Oh, hello. What's this? Keystone Inspection. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE, like you had asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this Grumman/Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any sign of them here. Given their records, it is possible they've switched teams, like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the ordinary case, but that was just the adults, if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles, with a dot in the shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off, and maybe get the comms guy working on a cover story. Sincerely, Agent Keenum. Alright, so, that's always a fun thing to find out. Alright. Tractor procedures. Burrow tractor, altered item 82-KE. Contained procedure. Item is non-bureau custody, none known. Description / altered effect. A Frank elk tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalizing responses, or growls, and an unmanned locomotion. Considered highly aggressive or dangerous. When the item first came to Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of Burrow Farm outside of Trenton, Texas, local authorities have arrived on scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived, but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panic calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrow, only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier that night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. So this guy got a runaway tractor! Nice! Ethics investigation. Ooh, I love these. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, and private internal investigation P-142-9 was launched into legality of prime candidate program expunged by Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation classified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic expunged and expunged. Expunged were brought into the oldest house and placed under expunged examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic expunged of paranaturally inclined expunged. Not only this is a breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human expunged. This investigation team unequivocally expunged the prime candidate program and recommends that it be expunged immediately. Refer to file 9-82-0136 for full report. Okay. Well, good thing is I can just
There.
slot that
The
in.
gate should open.
Oh, dude, there's so much shit here. Holy crap. Oh, right, yeah, because I have all these. Forgot. All right. So the thing is like I'm thinking like, should I or should I not? Well, this I don't care for. I think the one thing is that we need to realize is that we're gonna get a lot of these, and so I might It's likely I'm not going to choose anything different, so I'll just, like... I'll get rid of anything that isn't absolute, since we do work in absolutes. Now, am I shooting myself in the ass? Maybe. But, honestly, it gives us, you know, more space. And that's what I want. Yeah, like a lot of this stuff is like all rares and stuff. Oh, whoops. And again, we're at that point where like having these these big ones is just like unneeded. Oh, yeah, I still need to upgrade the ammo boost. I still need to upgrade the spin. I forgot about that. Anyway. Alright. Trench. Official warning. Kirkland, I'm growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are the head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What do you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They're better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. I don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures, plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Dr. Kirkland. You don't want to be. Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Damn, we're getting some like internal hostilities here. Talk about a hostile workplace. Shit. Director Investigations. Oh, lovely. Per authorization of Dr. Kirkland, Expunge was launched into Expunge of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in Expunge witnessed in Dr. Trench include aggressive expunge when expunged with other staff has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than improving it. Notable expunge between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center over the Dimensional Research Wing and the expunged kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench's expunged as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any expunged, and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Refer to file expunged for full report. That sucks! Well, that's what happens when you decide to do that. Underhill Background. Are you fucking kidding me? We already found like 12 things, and we literally just started. I'm pretty impressed. Dr. Rhea Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the UK, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits, as praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no connections to paracriminal organizations or any record of her breaching her NDAs since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers within the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. The investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Hill an interim position within the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. Refer to file 7-08-5286 for full report. Well, I mean, glad to know that Dr. Underhill was like squeaky clean. I mean, she didn't seem like much else. Cauldron Lake update. Oh, Cauldron Lake! Now, if you don't know what the Cauldron Lake update is, that's also the thing that I think they've been like referencing for the AWE in Bright Falls, because that is where Alan Wake takes place. To Chief Investigator Dennis, it happened again, the third time this year. Something clearly has been out for expunged. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough, but why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on expunged lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their information with the investigation agents. It's only a matter of time before this expunged hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ-wise asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Estevez. Oh, sorry, dude. I don't think it might be raccoons. It might be crows, so to speak. Alright, what's this? Specimen escape assignment. Oh, assessment, my bad. The purpose of internal investigation X-039-7 is to examine the containment failures of specimen SI-1, or SI-1, that resulted in the deaths of expunged agents. An investigation report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researcher's notes on the specimen from internal network. On the expunged, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive expunge. Cross-referencing that date with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. 1. The air filters were changed. 2. An hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Expunged entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. See interview number 65-F-124. Given the connection to the same AWE case, it's likely that Mrs. Expunge's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the expunged. Investigation is ongoing. Refer to file 6-23-0721 for full report. Alright, so that's interesting. Alright, let's see what else we can find, because I think we've found like everything here. I believe. Yeah. All right. There we go.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to be, like, finding out. Blessed organization. Oh, whoops. Blessed organization. This group/individual has operated outside of the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases have found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit supernatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repairs and Services was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to the appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed organization. Refer to file 7-39-0922 for full report. Now, I'm trying to think, which one would that be? Because it's not dark. It's not the dark limited. I don't remember the exact same name, but like they are like sort of like a mercantile group type deal. So that should give you some idea. Always remember. And third time's a charm.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
God, it feels so chilling just to hear him say, "My name is Alan Wake."
Who are you?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink. Gib es.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen it.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about.
Mm-hmm. That is
What's
true.
he doing here?
Traverse the Ocean View Motel.
And Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Yeah, so for some reason, if you guys haven't played the game, highly recommend you do, because that'll actually fill up a lot of the sort of the questions of like what the hell is going on. But essentially what it is that in Alan Wake, him and his wife go to a house in Cauldron Lake that's in Bright Falls, sort of as a getaway just to get over his writer's block, if I remember correctly. And then what happens is the series of events within that, which goes through just, and I think they actually will go into details, at least through file, of what happens with the Cauldron Lake, AWE. And so the thing is that was also what happened with Thomas Zane. Is that he went through the same thing, and, all that happened. But anyway, highly recommend to play the games. Okay. What's this? Okay. Turn you off. Hmm. Okay. What the hell is that sound? What the fuck? Oh. That's, not ominous at all. Yeah, of course, you can't see outside of it.